If you think one missed campaign deadline doesn't matter, then think again. Every delayed video, every missed launch, every slow asset is costing you real money, and you probably don't even see it yet. So let's talk about how your content bottleneck is quietly killing your revenue and what you can do about it. So this is for every CMO, marketing director, and brand leader who's feeling the pressure to move faster, launch faster, and grow faster, but can't because your content team is stuck. Let's jump into why this is happening and how you can fix it before it costs you even more. So let's talk about something that not enough marketing leaders are really thinking or even talking about. What actually happens when your marketing team misses deadlines? It's not just like, oh, we were a little late launching a campaign. No, the ripple effects are way bigger than you realize. And if you don't catch them early, they start to compound. So the first effect is that you'll lose the first mover advantage. Being early really does matter, more than most people want to admit. If you're not the first brand out there with a new campaign, a fresh offer, a creative take on a trend, then you're just simply falling behind. You've already lost the mind share. Somebody else got there first. They claim the attention. They set the narrative. They are controlling the conversation. And now, well, you're spending more on paid media, more on promotions, more on retargeting just to catch up. You're fighting an uphill battle you didn't need to fight in the first place, all because your team couldn't move fast enough. The second effect is that you start straining internal relationships. And this one's a little sneaky because it builds slowly until it explodes. Well, the sales team starts blaming marketing. Where are the new assets? Why wasn't this ready for the big push? We missed a huge opportunity because we didn't have what we needed. Meanwhile, your executives are getting a little antsy. They start hovering, they start micromanaging, they start asking for updates every single day. And now, what happens to your team? Well, they burn out, they get defensive, they slow down even more because stress rises, productivity drops, deadlines slip even further. It's a vicious cycle, and it's one of the top reasons really good marketing teams end up losing their best people. And the third effect is maybe the most dangerous of them all. You damage your brand trust. Look, now your audience can tell when something's rushed. They notice when your content looks a little sloppy, when your message feels last minute, when your visuals aren't up to your usual standard. And whether they say it out loud or not, they feel it. They may think, wow, this brand isn't as premium as I thought it was. Maybe they're not on top of things. Maybe I should look at someone else or some brand else. Brand trust is like reputation. Once it's cracked, it's really, really hard and expensive to rebuild. Now, here's the kicker. All of this, the lost momentum, the internal chaos, the brand damage, well, it's not because your team isn't working hard enough or they're not skilled enough. It's because they're buried under an endless pile of content requests, video requests, design requests they just physically cannot keep up with. And if your first instinct is to say, well, let's just hire 5 more people, that will cover our losses. That will help us address the demand for content. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. That's not the real solution either. Hiring takes months. It's expensive. It's still slow compared to the speed that modern marketing demands. What you actually need is elasticity. You need a way to scale your content production on demand without expanding your in-house team, without piling on more management headaches, and without losing your brand consistency. Because all this leads to the trust of your audience, of your paying customers. You need a partner that's built for speed, built for scale, and built to make your marketing team look even better, not just keep their heads above water. Because if you don't fix the bottleneck now, well, every delayed campaign, every missed opportunity, every brand slip is going to cost you a little bit more until it costs you everything you've been building toward. So let's fix it before it breaks your growth. Okay, so we've talked about what happens when you're stuck in a content bottleneck. Now let's zoom out a little bit and really reframe what this problem is, because here's the truth. The real issue isn't just a slow team. It's not a lack of effort or skill. It's the system you're running on that's outdated. Now, most marketing teams are still operating on what I call the old model of content production. And it looks like this. You build a bigger team to create more content. You hope internal processes will somehow scale along with the volume that you need. And you accept that slowdowns, bottlenecks, and missed deadlines are just part of the game when you get busy. But here's the thing. Marketing today moves way too fast for that model to still survive. Your audience moves faster, trends move faster. Think about trends, especially from AI, happening every single day. And your competitors are moving faster as well. Now, if your content system can't flex and expand when you need it to, without weeks or months or new hiring, onboarding, approvals, and politics, then you lose. So what's the answer? Well, you need to evolve into what I call the content elasticity model. Here's the new model. Your content engine needs to be elastic, meaning it can expand and contract based on demand without needing to add headcount, hire full-time teams, or blow up your internal bandwidth. Think of it like this. When you're launching a new product, scaling a campaign, or pushing into new markets, you can instantly scale up your content production. And when you're in between campaigns or in a lighter cycle, you can scale down production without layoffs, without scrambling, without burning money. In the content elasticity model, your internal team focuses on what they do best: strategic leadership, brand management, creative direction. They become the brain of your content operation, not the factory floor workers. Now, execution, meaning the actual creation of videos, graphics, ads, podcasts, creative assets, is all handled by trusted, high quality, on-demand creative content partners who can produce fast, on-demand, and on brand, all at scale. Partners like Content Supply. And when you get this right, three amazing things happen. You move faster than your competitors, campaigns launch when they're supposed to, or even early. And then your brand looks way sharper and more premium. Consistent quality across every single channel, every asset, and every single touch point. You stop burning out your team and you start building momentum. Your in-house marketers finally get to do what they were hired to do, to think bigger, to create smarter, and to drive actual growth. Elasticity, especially in marketing, is the future. Elasticity is speed, it's scalability, it's brand consistency. And it isn't a nice to have anymore. It's the only way that you can win. If your content system isn't built to flex with your ambitions, it's not built for the kind of growth that you're chasing. And if you get ahead of this now, you're not just fixing a bottleneck, you're building a growth engine that's actually keeping up with you and the demands of your industry and your company. Okay, so we've talked about the mindset shift. Now let's get practical. If you're serious about removing your content bottleneck and speeding up your marketing growth, here's exactly what I recommend you start doing right away. First, you need to actually see where the bottlenecks are happening. And that means auditing your full content production pipeline. So take a step back and literally map it out step by step. From the first campaign idea to the brainstorm, to the creative brief, to production, approvals, and final launch. At each step, ask yourself, where are delays piling up? Is it the creative development that's taking too long? Is it leadership approvals getting bottlenecked? Is it asset creation dragging out because your team is overloaded? You can't fix what you can't see. So the first step is total visibility into your current process and pipeline. The second step is that you've got to separate strategy from production. Too many teams treat everything like a mission-critical internal project, and that's a huge mistake. So here's how to think about it instead. Strategic content needs to stay in-house. Things like brand pillars, messaging frameworks, creative direction, strategic campaign concepts. Then production content, this should be outsourced right away. Think about things like campaign asset creation, social video ads, podcasts or webinars, explainers, motion graphics, social media posts. These things don't require internal ownership. They require fast, high quality, consistent execution. Your internal team actually becomes more strategic, not less valuable. And the third step is that you need to build what I call your elastic team layer. This is your secret weapon. Your elastic team is a trusted group of external creatives, so I'm talking about video editors, designers, producers, writers, who are ready to plug in whenever you need them. No waiting 6 months for HR to approve new headcount, no budget fights about hiring full-time, no training someone for 6 months to do work that you need next week or today. You simply activate the elastic team when demand spikes, and then you scale back a bit when things maybe slow down. This helps eliminate stress. You have no overhead. There's no bottlenecks. And if you don't have an elastic team yet, well, good news, because that's exactly what we help you build at Content Supply. And fourth, if you want leadership to move faster on fixing this, you need to show them the real financial cost of missed deadlines. And here's how to do that. For every delayed campaign, calculate how much ad spend was wasted just waiting, how much revenue was lost from missed leads or late sales, how much brand perception eroded because your launch wasn't clean and polished and on brand. Put a dollar figure on it. Executives love seeing that, for good and bad. And I guarantee it's bigger than what most leaders expect. When you can walk into the next executive meeting and say, here's the $230,000 we lost last quarter because of content delays. And then suddenly investing in an elastic team looks a whole lot smarter and a whole lot faster. Now, action creates momentum. You don't fix bottlenecks by talking about them. You fix them by auditing, reorganizing, building elasticity, and showing leadership the real stakes if action is not taken to resolve them. And the faster you move, the faster your marketing results can catch up. Now, before we wrap up, I want to quickly answer a few questions that I know are probably floating around in your mind right now. These are the most common questions I get when I'm talking with CMOs and other marketing leaders who are dealing with content bottlenecks. The first question is, can we just hire more people? This is the first thing that most teams think about. And I get it. Hiring feels like the natural next step, maybe the fix. But here's the hard truth. Hiring someone, so they're recruiting, interviewing, negotiating, onboarding, training, it takes anywhere from 3 to 6 months minimum. Content demand doesn't wait 6 months. It moves every single day. If your campaigns are stuck waiting on bandwidth, your competition is sprinting past you in real time. You don't need a slow solution to a fast-moving problem. You need elasticity right now. Another question is, well, won't outsourcing hurt our brand consistency? This is a really good question because honestly, it's a smart concern. And if you pick the wrong partner, yeah, of course, outsourcing can get messy fast. Random freelancers who don't understand your brand, vendors who just pump out generic work without any real alignment to your brand message and your design and what you're going for. And a lot of these pieces are a real risk. But that's not how it works when you work with a partner like Content Supply. We don't just do projects, we act like a brand extension, an expansion of your team. Alignment is baked into the entire process, from creative onboarding to brand guidelines to communication rhythms. When it's done right, an external creative team, a partner, should make your brand look sharper, not weaker, and literally feel like you're just working with another member or team built within your company. Another question is, well, what's the ROI of fixing this bottleneck? This is my favorite question because the answer is simple yet powerful. Now, when you fix your bottlenecks, a few things happen, and they stack on top of each other. You have faster launches, you're first to market, you catch more attention, you maximize first mover advantage. You have faster customer acquisition. You're running more campaigns much faster, which means you're capturing leads and converting customers sooner. Faster revenue growth, so you're turning marketing activities into bottom line results faster than your competitors can react. It's not just about saving time, it's about saving and earning millions over time. Okay, so here's what I want you to do right now. Take a real honest look at the last 6 months of your marketing efforts. How many campaigns did you miss? How many launches got delayed? How many marketing initiatives got watered down because the content wasn't ready on time? Now ask yourself, what did that actually cost in revenue, in lead generation, in brand trust? Because that's the real price of your content bottleneck. And the longer that you let it sit, the more expensive it gets. So listen, you don't have to fix the bottleneck by working harder and putting in more time. You fix it by building faster, smarter systems that scale your content engine without sacrificing your brand, your speed, or your sanity. At Content Supply, that's exactly what we do. We become your on-demand, full-service creative team. Fast, flexible, scalable, premium, and 100% aligned to your brand voice and your growth goals. There's no more stress, there's no more drama, there's no hiring headaches. If you're ready to finally eliminate your content bottleneck, scale your production, and hit every growth target faster, then click the link below to book a free strategy call. And let's build your content engine together. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to check out some of our other videos around how to fix your content struggles and really scale up your videos, podcasts, copy, and more. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.